Shiori! Shiori Novella here at your service. Hololive's makeup archiver, whoa! Alright, so I hear that you are in need of my services. My makeup knowledge, which is practically non-existent. Let's go! Hello there, Novelite. Are you seeking out a potential date? Is that what this is? Uh-oh, where are you? Oh, there you are, there you are. Let's set you right in front of the mirror. And then let me... sound effects, sound effects. That's the clinking and the clacking of makeup! It's gonna be ridiculous. Hi there, Novelite. So, I hear that you're about to go into town. You're gonna meet all the bookworms, the novel knights, the novelites, and the pages. But you can't go looking like that, Novelite. Especially if you want to attract more eyes into your sexy little eye body. So, I want you to go ahead. Face the mirror, face the mirror. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay, okay. And now it is time for your makeover. Let's go. Oh, what's this? Oh, let's shrink you down a little. There you go. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Anyway, this is your face, Novelite. And it's the opening time. Oh, I did tell you there was gonna be a disembodied head. You didn't believe me, did you? Hold up, let me test something. Oh. Let me test something really quick. Actually, no, you want to see this, though. You want to see this. Yeah. Look at that. That's right! Little sexy Novelite! Wow! Amazing! You're so handsome, I know. Let me get more light settings in here. I want it to be more bright. I didn't take that to back there. So, for those who don't know, I usually have 3 light sources when I do this. However, I was preparing all the, this vanity asset, I prepared this like 2 hours ago, along with all the materials that I am gonna be needing. I did not think I would need light for a stream like this, but I will do it. There you go, maximum light. Let me get a 3rd light source. I have 3 tripods with, what do you call it? Like a photographic sort of light. Does that make sense? You probably can't hear me. Okay. Light now prepared. It is super bright in here. Holy guacamole. There's also what I did for the Lego setup. Oh, it's super bright though. It's kind of annoying. Let's see. There you go. It's a lot brighter now. So this is your beautiful, beautiful face, Novelite. Disembodied just for you. I don't know whose face it originally belonged to, but it is yours now. So that's pretty neato. Now, the first thing about makeup, this beautiful face of yours, wow, it's so bright, holy crap, maybe I should have turned it down. The first thing you gotta do is use, well, you gotta wash your face first, Novelite. You gotta wash it, and then you can prepare the whole routine. You have eyelashes, but that comes later. This is like a fresh, factory-made face, guys. You wouldn't understand. You will understand this, so... Novelite, are you ready to wash your face? You guys are near a restroom by any chance? It's okay, you don't actually have to do this. You don't have to do this, but it would be kind of interesting if you did do this. Do you have a restroom by any chance? Hi Don, thank you for that scene stove. You do? Okay, I want you to run there and wash your face. You don't have to, I'm kidding. However, I think it could be beneficial just for the immersion. Don't you want to be immersed? Okay, speed run. No, you wash your hands, like, sound effects of water. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Perfect! However, did you know that that's not the only thing you should be doing? So, depending on... Hold on, I'm preparing all the items. I would have to hide the logos, technically. Oh, good God. Oh my God, this is how much people usually use. Okay. Everything's not prepared. So, you're washing your face, and how do you usually wash your face? First off, you gotta wash your hands, right? You gotta wash your dirty, majestic hands. Also, happy birthday. I think someone's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Stove. Yeah, sorry, I was panicking. Happy birthday. I gotta do your birthday makeover now. Phil Jester Bunker, thank you. Use a wet paper towel? I don't know about that. Technically, you should be using a wet rag. Like a clean rag. No, your hands are majestic and innocently clean, I bet. Or at least I'm being nice. Jordan, welcome. Okay, I see people using a facial scrub, face wash. Okay, yeah, someone said it. Oh, Kiara, just letting you know, I don't know shit about makeup. but pretend I do. Anyway. Pretending that I do know things so I don't get fired as the person's makeup artist. So you wash your hands first, and you use some warm water, maybe like lukewarm. You wash your face. However, you can have some things like facial scrubs. I don't know if this is a good facial scrub, honestly. I just bought this recently. It was on sale. But I use this thing, and if I like turn this on, hold up. You probably can't hear it. Let me put it near you. Can you hear this? You can't hear it. What if I put it here? Can you hear that? You do? Okay, it's buzzing. So this is supposed to be combined with something like let's see. You can have facial cleansers. I just have to hide this logo, I think. Yeah. You can have like facial cleansers like this. You apply a small bit to this thingy-majig, and then... Oh, music distracted me. Anyway, you scrub it around your face. I don't know for how long, maybe like 10, 50 seconds, but you gotta keep constantly moving. Naturally, you combine this with a wet face. And then otherwise, there's like a lot of cleansers you can have. Honestly, you probably want to get Asian products because they have the highest standards for these things. So you could probably do like Korean ones. There's different ones with different acidity, pH levels. It really depends on your face. Like maybe you have oily skin or dry skin, so you gotta look into those or what you're allergic to. So yeah, it is a little bit skin dependent, and you're gonna have to mess around. Oh, if you do choose to mess around though, what you should be doing is you should only apply to a small part of your face. So for example, let's say I applied something to this, right? So you're gonna go here at your beloved, wonderful face. Holy quack, it's gorgeous. And then you just like apply it to maybe like a small patch on your wrist, preferably. But if you have a hard time noticing differences on your wrist, then I guess you could do a small part of your face. Look at that, you're so beautiful. I like it. Okay. I just wanted to test something. I don't think I can put anything in there actually. Let me test it. Can I put anything here? Like a needle? Damn! I mean, darn it. Darn, I cannot. I mean, that's good for you. So those are some options. Now, after you're done washing your face with a cleanser, if you were washing your face and you already had makeup, you would probably use something called maybe cleansing water. I don't really think it matters too much, but it's supposed to remove makeup. So if I see, this is just like cleansing water. I'm trying to hide the logo. Is this all the logo? Yeah. Supposedly it's like no rinse. It just looks like regular water, but it's for makeup. So you can use that, but I just use tap water. Like, this is probably supposed to be better, but I like feeling the cleanliness of it, you know? So cleansing foam or water you can use to remove makeup. Oh, I didn't know there's cleansing foam. But I like having a deep clean. No, there's no alcohol in here. You probably want to avoid the eyes though, regardless. It does say on here, it says face, lips, and eyes. So this one's probably safe for all areas. I think it's just like more clean water, probably. Now, after washing your face, what you can use is something called a toner. Toner, the purpose of this is supposed to tighten up your face, I believe. Hold up, where's my... Yeah, so... You use a toner, this helps get rid of any remaining dirt, old makeup, and then... This basically restores your skin's pH balance because cleansers might be a little difficult on your skin. And a soothing skin with a toner might help you prevent like breakouts. And it might take a while for you to actually see a difference. So toner also looks like cleansing water. I'm trying to hide a label here. But this is just like toner. It just looks like clear water. This one has the scent of cucumbers. It has an aloe vera formula. So what you're supposed to do with this, after you wash your face, you could probably apply it to your palm and then just like tap it. Like so. But more gently. Of course, you're gonna do it more gently. Maybe like a small caress. Like a lover's warmth. But generally, you are supposed to pat it like this. Pat, 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 pat. With your palm. So you apply it on your palm probably and pat, 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 pat. Alternatively, if you don't want it on your hands, you could probably put it on a cotton swab, or not the ear ones, but like the cotton little thing. Yeah, cotton pads. I did not bring it with me, but you know what they look like. So you put it on there, apply it, and you just dab it all over your face. And then you're supposed to wait some time to let it settle. And after that, depending on your skin type, that's when you can use moisturizer. There's different kinds. Again, if you have like oily skin, for example, there's probably a specific moisturizer you should use. If you have a dry skin, you want to get a different formula and all of that fancy stuff. So it really depends on your thing. It is gonna be a trial run, essentially. You are probably gonna mess up. It's a marathon, not a race. Oh, you're paying for it? I'm sorry to hear that, Silberry. I used to use Olay, but then when I was in Japan, I don't think this is the same brand I used. Because naturally, they have different products there. But I use like a facial milk moisturizer, so it just looks like this. It looks really liquidy. I don't know if it's for the best. Maybe I can apply some. I'll just apply it on you. Hold up. I'm just gonna apply it on maybe your forehead. Why do you have a crack on here? Weird. Okay, this is what it looks like. It looks like that. It's milk. It's milk. It's a little bit more liquidy though than what I like. I kind of like moisturizer where it has a little bit of a... Actually, some people have different preferences for moisturizers now that I think about it. Some of you guys might want it like completely liquidated, like you can't even feel it on your face. Some of you might want more of a gel type perhaps. Let me just... There you go. Ultra moisturized. Super duper moisturized. Don't you think so, Novella? You think so, right? Yeah. Oh, good God. I just used that same finger on the mouse. I feel so wet now. So, now that you've done that, you've cleaned up your face, you've used facial cleansers, you've used the toner, you've used some moisturizer after maybe like 10 minutes of settling on your face. The next step should be... This one's kind of optional. I don't think I have a serum here. But serum, they could be water or oil-based items, and they're absorbed by the skin. They're used to combat signs of aging, like wrinkles and brown spots. So, they usually have a combination of vitamin C, E, and some acid. I think like ferulic. And let's see. You usually use this after after washing your face, but before moisturizing. I don't use serums though. Serum. I have a PowerPoint here. I have a PowerPoint here, but I also have like 3 monitors showing me everything, and it's not enough monitors. So you gotta use this before you moisturize your face. I don't have a serum though, so I cannot show you what a serum looks like. It probably looks like the same, like it looks like these probably. I bet they look white, either white or liquidy or like water. It's an additional step, right? So naturally in moisturizers, they're just supposed to help hydrate your skin. If you got oily skin though, I don't have a lot of experience with how it could benefit you. I think it's supposed to prevent you from having more oily glands. I think if you were to apply them, it's probably supposed to reduce your oily skin's body. Oh, actually, for oily skin, there is something called oh crap, what's it called? Hold up. There's this little sheets of paper. They're really thin. You can get them on Amazon. So for those, let's see. Pretend this is that paper. Oh, this is really cool. It's a dragon. Oh, it's a cleaner. Okay. So pretend this is the thing I'm talking about. They're thinner than these. They're small. You get like 100 sheets of them or 200. All you do is you dab them onto your face, like just hold it like there, like you're about to suffocate them, and it absorbs the oil. And they recommend you use that, I think, like 3 times a day. But if you have really oily skin, you could probably get away with 6. Yeah. So if you have oily skin, you should definitely get those. This song's called "Dear Me" by Iman. Here, let me get my thing out. Hold up. This one? Yeah. Okay, if I'm gonna show this, let me like be right back really quick. It's just so you can see the songs. We'll just go here. Dum ba 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 ba. So you guys can know what songs are playing. Dum bum bum. Oh, good gosh. Da da ba 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 ba. Dum bum bum. Wee! Can you even read this? I guess you can. Cool. Boop. We're back. There you go. That's a song playing. It's right next to your face. Okay. So where was I? Okay, yeah. What are they called? They're probably called like oil paper, I assume. Let me look it up for you. Amazon, like oil absorbent sheets. Yeah, okay, they're called oil absorbing sheets. You can get like bamboo charcoal version. They're oil blotting sheets. That's the specific term. You got jump scared? Yeah, so use those. They're not like they're not a permanent solution though. I think they're just temporary. But if you don't want to look like you're all oiled up and ready for a fun time, I guess you could use those. And with those, you just do this. Okay, moving on. Next thing. Now that you're all cleaned up and moisturized, what that should have done, all the moisturizer and all of that should have cleaned up your pores, and that should have kind of filled up any gaps in the pores, if that makes sense. What you could go from there? Where is it? Here it is. This is one I use. This is called a face primer. So what does this look like? If I were to like put it on you, it looks like kind of like the milk, but this one's a little bit more gel-like. So the purpose of this is supposed to, quote, prime your face. This is kind of like a Photoshop layer, if it makes sense. This is supposed to help your makeup last a lot longer. And some moisturizers could probably substitute the primer. But I think that you should probably use a primer anyway, so it's kind of like 2 Photoshop layers, and that they merge, if that makes sense. So yeah, toner, serum, moisturizer, and face primer next. This is also supposed to help your skin kind of settle. So if you apply like powdered foundation or like the next foundation, that's supposed to kind of give it like, not like a patchy, dry look, if that makes sense. It's supposed to look more like smoothed out. Wow, I really like touching your face. Yeah, I remember when I was in Japan, I think some of the girls would take like an hour on makeup. I try to go prepare maybe like... I didn't have all my stuff. I just kind of gave up at some point. But maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, so... the type of primer you can use depends on if you're like... if your skin's oily, dry, or combination. I am using... which one am I using? If you have dry skin, you use a hydrating primer. And I guess if you have an oily skin, you can use the oil-free one. I think I have a hydrating one. Yeah. So yeah, this one's a hydrating primer. But it's upside down. Where's my cover for this? I cannot find a cover for that. Now, how to actually apply this though? There's a lot of things you can use. I'm getting into it. Ooh, this is kind of catchy. Double jump. So, let me open this. We have these things called blenders, I believe. I also think of the 3D software for Blender. Cranberry. Oh no, you're allergic. Oh no. Dum bum ba bum ba ba bum. So this blender is kind of like I think it's a default shape. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. There's different types though. Excuse-moi. There's different types of these. And by that I mean like they have different shapes. So sometimes your blender might be like a flat version. I did not bring those though, but I do own them. You can honestly get cheap ones. So if you go into like 5 and below, they have some blenders. I got my blenders there. I don't think it really matters what type you get. I guess like the quality though varies depending on where you get it. Like this one feels a lot thicker. It's kind of like a stress ball in fact. But if you get a cheaper one, they probably just they're not as hard, I guess. This one's more firm. Cheaper ones, they're probably a little bit more like soundboard acoustic foam feeling perhaps, or a lot softer. Yeah. But they probably do the same job regardless. And what you were supposed to do, let's say that I already put the primer on top of here, right? So you're supposed to dab them. There's probably a certain direction you're supposed to do. Like I think some areas probably get better coverage. There's like a T-shape ideal. And the T-shape is like you go from the forehead and then you go like down here probably. Or is that the oil spots? Yeah, you can reuse this, but you probably want to wash it every time, and there's probably a certain limit to it. Yeah, so for primer, it probably depends on where you applied it, but I think you should probably go for like your cheeks at the very least, because everyone uses the cheeks, so I get this. Then I start dabbing. There's probably a certain order, like you go inward to outward, I think. It also depends on your makeup style, most likely. But this is just like a general feel. Like if you just want to cover up any blemishes, then you bop to Korean music. Let me go find ones that don't have vocals. But anyway, you probably go inside or out. I usually focus on the cheeks area because that's probably where most of the stuff is gonna be, like in general. And you can do the sides if you have something. Forehead, I guess it just depends on what blemishes you have in general. So if you have things in your forehead, then yeah, focus on that. Otherwise, just focus on whatever part needs it. Yeah, cheeks are the highlight, yeah. So I'm gonna put this away now. On top of that, now, I don't have an example of this, but... you will now have the option of putting like actual foundation. So foundation is based on your skin color. This one did not. Did it come with it actually? Where is it? It gave me a. Okay, I have eyeliner here. It gave me a bunch of weird stuff. There's a pencil. I don't think this came with foundation, which makes sense because it's like it's a makeup face. It already has the clear pores essentially. But basically, imagine paint. You're about to do a Bob Ross right now, but to your face. And you're gonna get a paint that matches your face color. That's what foundation is. So you could probably go with a skin tone that's a little lighter than yours. Could be darker, just depends on your need. And what you do is, after primer... where did I put the blender? After the primer, you begin to dab that color. So let's just pretend I put it here. You go ahead and do that same thing to the same areas you've already primed. Oh, and then don't forget the nose. Nose is usually very prone to like, I guess like pore stuff. So you do the same thing, essentially. Now, from there, it gets a little bit more complicated and everything's a little bit, optional. If you did everything right, you're not gonna have a cakey look. And by that, I mean, you don't have dry patches. If you're completely moisturized, if you've primed well, then your skin should at least look kind of like a smoothened, filtered canvas. Like those photo filters. You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell. But alternatively, if you did not do it right, you're probably gonna see some dry patches. So that's usually how foundation works. So now, after that, you probably want to wait a little bit. I'm not sure how long you want to wait. Maybe like 7 minutes, 5 minutes, all of that stuff. The other optional step is something called a concealer. So concealers, I don't really have a concealer, but just pretend this one is it. Oh gosh, I hope they don't mind me. Okay, trying to hide the brand. So pretend this is a concealer. It kind of looks like a mascara, sort of like a thing. In terms of the shape, it probably depends on what you buy though. Or it could look like a lipstick shape. And what you do with that, again, this is not a concealer, but pretend this is it. You'll get something like this, right? With whatever skin tone you're closest to. You begin to dab at your certain splotches. And then you can also use that same blender, or maybe like a different side of it to sort of rub around. So it's kind of like an extra Photoshop filter. And that's supposed to hide any like dark spots in very specific locations. So the idea of it is a foundation is to cover up your whole face after priming, and a concealer is like for certain splotches. Certain splotches. So it's more like a specific containment, if that makes sense. And let's see. That's for additional coverage. I think it's usually for like if you have acne scars, for example. There's probably only so much your foundation can do, so concealer is kind of like an extra step to hide those. And there's like hyperpigmentation, and you can put it under your eye bags, which is like usually here. So you can create the illusion that you actually sleep. Now, you can use a blender on it, but alternatively, you could just use your finger. I have a concealer that's like, it looks kind of like a lipstick. So it has that same cylindrical shape. And you could probably like dab it on your face, I think. Probably best not to. So use your finger instead. People usually recommend not using a brush. But if you have to use a brush, I guess just use a small one. I do have different brush types here. Now, I am not very knowledgeable on brush types, but let me try opening this really quick. You hear that? Some ASMR. Weep. So I have these as options. I think this is just a preference thing. You could probably use like blushes for this. I do not know how to apply blush though. So these are the options. So I guess you could do like an archaeological thing. You're not supposed to do this, but it kind of entertained me, so that's why I did it. Don't do that. Sorry, Novelite, sorry. If you want to use a small brush for a concealer, you could probably use... let me get this really quick. You probably use... this one is an option. Another option is maybe like this one. Let me just move you. This one. What's another option? These are the only 3 small brushes. Well, actually, no, there's like 5 small brushes. So again, it depends on the coverage you want. I assume this is used for maybe powdered foundation. Or maybe like blushy blush. There you go. So, it's like painting. It's like painting. Yeah. What is going away? Yeah. That's what happens when people run away from you. With these brushes... Well, I wouldn't recommend using these though. Let me put this away really quick. Trying to keep things clean. There you go. So yeah, you got a lot of options here. Lots of them. Now, I usually use liquid foundation and all that stuff. You can use powder. I do not have powder though. So the point of powder is it's supposed to preserve your makeup. So there's 2 types of powder. There's compact, which are called pressed, and then there's loose. So the purpose of one benefit of loose is that it blends your skin better, and it's kind of more like au naturel looking. And compact powder is like touch-up work, and it's supposed to get rid of excess oil and sweat. And some people will probably be using compact just like by itself. And loose should only be used after applying foundation. So I feel like this is a step in itself. So I don't use powder, so I don't have any, and I don't really have a lot of experience with this. But you know how people go to the bathroom in the movies and they have like a powder thing with a mirror? That's probably what they're applying. If that's like something you can recall. Let's see. So you usually apply powder to the oiliest parts of your face. Hold up, this has vocals. Let me skip that. Oh, I never watched Arcane, honestly. They do powder their nose. They do. Yeah, it's usually makeup powder. So again, it's supposed to remove the excess oils on your face, kind of like sucking it up. And you want to apply it to your T-zone. So I mentioned that earlier, but the T-zone is like boop, boop. Or maybe it's like over here. Yeah, I imagine your T-zone would probably be like definitely your nose. Around your eyes. I guess it's like this is a general T area. This is probably your oiliest sections. That's where they powder. But if you have dry skin, you don't need powder then. So it's good if you are oily, but then there's the issue where you're probably feeling so kicked up. That is a possibility when you're applying so much. Because if you've already recalled all the things I've talked about, how much should we apply already? Like moisturizer, that's fine. That's still kind of keeping your place clean. But then after that, you got the primer. You got the foundation. And then you got the concealer. And now there's like powder on top of that, so it really depends on what you're feeling up for. Now, after that, I also don't have experience with this. There's a bronzer. That's like another Photoshop layer. You could skip this step, but it's supposed to make you look a little bit warmer. Depends on your skin tone. So you usually use a sweeping motion that goes around your forehead and your cheekbones and the jawline. Basically, it's adding 3D depth. So think of drawing. Make it 3D now. Oh, actually no, start 2D. You're starting 2D first. The bronzer is like the 3D aspect. So if you're doing like a square, that square now looks 3D because of the bronzer. So that's adding like shadow depth. Let's see. You use a smaller brush on the sides of your nose. Oh yeah, like it's like just really fancy paintings. Yeah, shading, that's what it is, shading. So some people will probably add like bronzer to the nose so it looks a little bit more in depth. I think like if you're a femboy, you could probably do this too. But no, seriously, I think if you're a female cosplaying as a male character, having the bronzer is probably helping enhance like a muscular look to you. Alternatively, if you're like a dude and you want to look a little bit more feminine, you could probably also use bronzer just to hide away like the chisel of your face. I think that's a possibility you can do. So they're usually used for contouring, but there's like different tones of bronzers. So yeah, if you're a bear, I mean, if you have facial hair, it might be a little bit difficult. But if you're like cleanly shaved like this, you could probably get away with a bronzer. Now after that, also don't have this. You have the blush. So the blush is you know what a blush is. You got like anime blushes. You know what a blush is. They're supposed to brighten up your face, so give you a little pinkish tint to you. However, there's like different colored blushes. So it depends on your skin type. For example, if you have like this sort of skin color, you can probably get away with pinkish stuff. But if you have a darker skin tone, then you might have to do like more natural tones. Like you can still use the pink ones, but it depends on like the intensity of your skin tone. That's what I think anyway. So for this, you could probably use a sponge. Oh, actually, there was another thing that was recommended to me that I didn't mention. But if you've already cleaned your face, I don't know if you need to do this. So someone did tell me that you can get a spray bottle, like a water bottle, and just like spray on your blenders. And then you dab on the concealer and the foundations using that. I don't know the validity of this though. So you'll have to tell me. Mascara is for the eyes. I think that's on a different slide. Did I try mascara? I think I tried mascara. I didn't understand how it was supposed to look, so I just did away with it. I like the validity. So for blush, you probably want to put it like for deep skin colors, you do bold colors. Fairer ones, you could probably do like a light palette. So it's up to your preferences. Sometimes people just do whatever. They'll do like a very pale skin with blue tones. And if you apply too much, you probably take like a clean brush and just like sweep it to soften it. So kind of like dab here and then just go outwards. If that makes sense. Let's see. What's the next one I have? This. Oh right! It's now your favorite part. Hold up. Getting it. This thing. Okay, so there are eyelashes. I don't have a lot. Oh gosh, I really am. I'm such a noob. So, eyebrows. This is completely optional. You could probably get like a little tiny eyebrow brush and you just sweep it. This one naturally has no eyebrows. Let me skip this. So many vocals for Korean songs. So depending on your eyebrows, some people might have naturally thick eyebrows. Some people have like maybe no eyebrows at all. What you can do is you can use a pen. If you have very thin eyebrows or they're barely there. Like for example, my mother, she doesn't have noticeable eyebrows. It's kind of like not a lot of hair there. What you can do is take a pencil and you can like jot them. How it's meant to look though, it's really completely up to you. It's not something I'm familiar with. If you have thick eyebrows, what you could do is you can actually wax them. Or you can do threading. I've tried threading before. And that's usually some people, like people use it to clean up their face. So with eyebrows, if you have thick ones, you could probably like loose some of them. Some people might also have eyebrows that kind of are a little here. They're like little tiny hairs. I saw someone mention a unibrow, so you could do that. Threading and waxing both hurt. It depends on your pain tolerance. So I do think that women are supposed to have a higher pain tolerance. Reason for that is because we get cramps. So, because I think a dude, he did a video where he had a period simulator, and he said like this is at 1 and he was already hurting. He had 4 and it was hurting, and then the woman tried it. His girlfriend tried it, and she was like, "This is nothing." So yeah, if you've seen that, we usually feel our tubes getting tied up and knotted, and it's like tightened like the worst shoelace ever. That's what it feels like for us. So I think we have at least like a different sense of pain tolerance, because we will probably experience this at least at some point in our lifetime. I've never had testicular torsion, but I think for testicular torsion, that's like a gotcha chance that you end up getting it if you sit wrong. But for females, it doesn't matter how we sit, we're gonna feel it. So, for eyebrows, depending on what you have, you can probably like draw it in, wax it. What else? Threading. Oh, by the way, the idea of threading is let's pretend this is your eyebrow right now. This is one eyebrow piece. Eyebrow? Yeah. And then there's like a shoelace tapped around it. And that shoelace, pretend it's like a piano wire, so it's extremely sharp. And you pluck it. You pluck it individually, piece by piece. That's the idea of threading. Some people say that they don't feel anything. Some people are in big pain over it. I've tried both methods just to see how it goes. Because, you know, it grows back anyway. So threading, I found it pretty painful, honestly. It hurt for me. For my friend, it didn't hurt at all. And I was like, how? Because it's taking each individual piece and just plucking it. Now, if you were to do the waxing, you kind of have to hope that they're actually good at it. So the thing with waxing, naturally you're gonna have that uncomfortable heat on you, the melted wax. And in addition to that, they're gonna take, like, imagine a band-aid. They put a band-aid on you, like over here, and then they're supposed to peel it a certain direction. I think it's supposed to go outwards. So they go from here and to there. And they're supposed to do it fast. Sometimes they'll count, and I'm like, just do it. Just so you're gonna make so many faces during it. That's just the pain of it. You guys should try it. You should try it. You should try it. You should just attempt a little experimental piece with it. Doomdeer, are you gonna try it? You're good, really? You could try both. You could try both. I mean, you'd have to pay for it though. It's like 15 or 20 bucks depending on where you're at. You're happy with your eyebrows? Okay, but if you have thick eyebrows, you could probably try it then, because you have eyebrows to lose. It wasn't too bad. Oh, the Brazilian? I've never tried that one. Oh, anyway, someone asked if you can use a razor on your... I would not recommend it. Reason being that I believe that you could easily mess it up. You'll get more eyebrows than you wanted. There is another method. I don't think it's recommended, but if you really don't mind, or if you don't care, you could trim your eyebrows. There's also micro razors. They're specifically for eyebrows. So don't use the regular razors for your legs, for example, or your armpits. Do not use those for your eyebrows. There are micro razors intended for it. You could try those, but I feel like they're not. I guess it depends on your hair type. I personally don't see how they're meant to be used. Yeah. So that's a thing. What about micro lasers? I'm not very familiar with that one. So yeah, you can use scissors if you're just cleaning it up. You can use the little trimmers. They're essentially like just little what do you call it? Just think of like, yeah. How about no vocals? I have a trimmer actually. I don't know how to describe them. You could use a trimmer just beyond the eyebrows too. So for any like micro hair, for example, you could probably use it up here, like to the sides. The purpose of them is they're actually supposed to make applying makeup a lot easier. Because when you get rid of the little tiny hair follicles, it's supposed to smoothen out your skin. You tried writing for both eyebrows. Oh, you're trying to get punched, oh. You're born with perfect eyebrows. Ooh, lucky you. Uh-oh. Anyway, that's something you can do. You can use liner, gels, and all that stuff. Dot it in. Oh, where am I? Da-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, eyeshadow. I tried eyeshadow actually. Where's my eyeshadow piece? This came with one. Is it on the ground? Hold on, I'm looking for it. Oh, here it is. So, your eyeshadow color depends on your skin tone once more. I'm opening it currently. How do you open this? Guess I just gotta ruin it. Yeah. Trying to get it out. Oh yeah, you could use tweezers. I think my dad uses tweezers. They're a little plucky though. But anyway, I like waxing better simply because it just removes everything in a few swoops compared to threading. It's having a hard time getting this out. Okay, time to remove this. Alright, I now have acquired the eyeshadow. They look like beast. Do they actually get worse as you grow up? Eyebrows? Okay, so opening this. Oh wait, this doesn't come with a little powder. Ridiculous. That's okay. I had a backup for this, which I'm trying to find. Gosh. Let me just show you. So, yeah. Eyeshadow. Different colors. Okay, just pretend you don't see any logos in there. That's not a logo anyway, whatever. You have different types. I tried these on in general, and I don't know if I applied it right. And I feel like I probably look like someone gave you a black eye, so not very familiar with these. But the idea is that you're supposed to get a tiny little brush, and it's not like the painting looking brush either. It's a unique type of brush, which I am trying to look for in here. Where is it? I brought it here and I saw it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here's one example. Trying to get it out. Now, if you want to get cheap eyeshadow, you can. It just depends on what color you want. There's a lot of makeup stores that you can get anywhere. I think the only thing you should not cheap out on is probably foundation and primer. And powders probably. But I think for anything that's a little bit more minor, you could probably cheap out on that. But just an example, and maybe this is why I look like I had a black eye. It's probably because I used the purple shade. So the brushes would look like this, and you're supposed to just tap against it. Tap, 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 tap. And let me get the face back. I feel like people dropping in are creeped out by the face. Your eyeshadow's natural, I see. So the idea is that you're just tapping. Tap, 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 tap. This is supposed to be dry, I think. So Before you do this though, if you've already used like the brush, which is like I have here clearly, and I even tried washing it, make sure it's washed first. And you're tapping against something just in case there's like trapped powder in there. And let's see. You're supposed to put, you can't really do it here. But if you close your eyes, you can tap it onto here. Tap, 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 tap. And you're gonna have to play around with the various colors. You can recreate it with Lackasly. No, you're thinking of eye bags. Let's see. You could try again. I'm not that well versed on here, but I think you're supposed to start from like the inner to outer again. So you want to go from the inner, and then you tap your way to the outer. And then there's also an eyeliner pencil on the edge of the eyelid that you could do. Just don't poke yourself in the eye with it. I gotta put this brush back. There is an eyeliner pencil in here. Let me get that. This one came here. It came with it. I hope you guys are happy. I bought all of this just for this. Everything you see here, this face, I bought like the excess eyeshadows and all that. How do you open this? Hold on, I'm struggling opening this. Dang it. Oh, there you go. Whee, I did it. Okay, I don't know how to apply eyeliner, honestly. I came like eyeline pre-approved. So eyeliner is essentially just a pencil though. This is what it looks like here. And the idea is that you're supposed to probably put it like underneath, like a pen. So you are essentially using your face as a canvas. So imagine like a clown makeup. It's kind of like what this is. It's really thin. Oh, just preparing everything. Oh, it is kind of catchy. How do you do this actually? Let me test it on here because I've never tried this before. Oh man, I'm kind of scared to mess it up. I can wash this face too. This face is washable, but at the same time, I don't really want to put anything on here. Wait, no, it won't work well. Dang it, I was gonna put this on top of my face like here. Oh darn, hold up. Where am I? That was my idea. Anyway, I prepared hours in advance for this. I hope you're happy. See, there's like different layers into the vanity. Even the outside, that's a different thing. Anyway, it works with the immersion, I'm glad. Let me look up a tutorial on how to do this. How to apply eyeliner. I'm just scared to mess it up. Eyeliner for beginners. Let me mute this really quick. And then, oh, thank God there's a shorts version. Oh, okay, this is actually at the top. I see, naruhodo ne. So, you get the eyeliner, it's pointy, it's tipped. Depends on your eye shape, but you usually go from the top lid, not the bottom lid. I think I'm messing up with something else. And from the... Oh, you start from outer to inner. Oh, I see. So that's how you do it. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so how it works. You go from here. You go like... You draw it like this. Oh crap. I think this is a bad eyeliner. You kind of just go like that though. It's kind of like an extra eyelash, but it's the exterior. I also ended up putting it on top of the eyelid, which you're not supposed to do. So don't put it here. That's the eyelid. I messed up there. But you kind of understand the idea. Now this thing did come with eyelashes. Naturally, if you don't have a lot of eyelashes, it's something you can apply. I also am not very familiar with eyelashes. Guys, I'm just a bookworm, broskies and sister keys. So there's eyelashes that you can glue on, essentially. Yeah, I've been told that I have really good eyelashes, so I never had any reason for it. Here you go. Holy crap, what's this? That was just a tape. I wonder why this has this. Weird. Let me put this away. So this has the thing. So what usually happens is these eyelashes come with like adhesive. So you basically just stick it out. Alternatively, if you don't want to put fake eyelashes, what you could do is the mascara. And you want to make sure that your mascara is not clumped up. I think the one I have here might be because I rarely use it. Can I open this by any chance? Some of these are really hard. Oh, it's taped up. Why would you do that? Okay. So before you use mascara, you can run the brush along like a paper towel to get rid of the excess product. That's probably what I should have done with the eyeliner. But I don't have any paper towels. Oh, I'm struggling opening this right now. Is it this way? So for mascara, you start at the base. And then you wiggle your brush from side to side. Oh, until you get to the end of your eyelashes. That's probably why I always messed up. I can't open this! Okay, I cannot, for the love of gosh, open the eyelashes. So, we're just gonna pretend it's there. Ba-da-ba-bum. Just pretend it's there. The eyelashes are there. But I think, like... there's probably adhesives there. And then for mascara, where did I put it? Gosh, people take forever doing this. Oh, Revelant, thank you for the SC. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so here's the... oh, here's mascara. This is probably clumpy. You can kind of tell it's clumpy. So, it's kind of like brushing your teeth. Actually, brushing your teeth is supposed to go up and down, not left or right. So never mind, it's the opposite of brushing your teeth. Oh, hold up, there's this vocal here. Whee! Let's go here. So, pretend there's eyelashes, so you go like this, you kind of wiggle left and right. All the way up. So that's what you do. Oh, it's so clumpy. Now, what you could also do is eyelash curlers. Now, those I use, but not often. For mascara, you can also do that with your bottom eyelashes. Like some people have it like here. I'm pretty sure everyone has it, don't they? But you can do that over hither and over yonder. And then the eyelash curler, I feel like you're supposed to do that at the beginning. Or are you supposed to do that after the mascara? What do? I don't usually use makeup, that's the thing. You guys are silly! Most Asians have one eyelash? Eye flash? Was that supposed to be eyelash or eye flash? You never use an eyelash curler? Who here uses eyelash curlers? They're first? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because otherwise you're gonna get like mascara there. I think you're also supposed to use a warm compress with it. But do be careful with it. I use those though, but I usually put it in warm water. The reason for that is so when it goes on your eyelash, it's supposed to keep like the temperature's supposed to keep it in that direction. Next one. Okay, highlighter. Just think of bronzer, but highlighter is essentially the same thing. I don't use highlighters either. They're supposed to be strategically placed on your face, around your probably your brow bone and then your cheekbones. It's just supposed to make it like shinier, essentially. Like everything here is kind of extra steps now. And then you have lipstick. I do have lipstick here. At least I think I do. Did I ever use this before? I have no idea. I have lipstick. Whoa, the one thing I do have. What happens if I... Does it work on here? Let me put it. It's a thing. It's a thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to put lipstick on here. I think I'm using up more lipstick than I should be. Maybe I'm supposed to use what do you call it? The little ear thingies on here. This lipstick kind of looks melted actually. I don't know how long I've had this lipstick for. I usually just use chapstick. Okay, I did something. I hope you like it. You're such a pretty novelite. Yeah, okay, so for these, I actually think that if you have a cotton swab, you can probably apply it better. It doesn't work here that well, simply because she can't pucker up. So if you can't pucker up, I can't really apply it that well. Gorgeous, thank you. So for lipstick, or the lips in general, you can have lip balm. A lot of girls use that naturally. You can have gloss if you want to look sparkly, or like a My Little Pony, and then there's just lipstick for like that little pop. So now the skin tone does matter a lot here, otherwise the pop is not as great. For example, like pink really looks good here, I feel. But if you have a darker skin tone, I don't know how well pink could be. You might want to go for different variations of shade. You look pretty, I know. So it helps. Oh, I can't do this because then I'd be messing this up. What you could do with lipstick is that you tap it against your lips, and then you use your ring finger, and then you just like rub it. That's what people do with the balm, don't they? I don't know, man. I do some cursed shit with my lip balm anyway. What I do is I'll take the lip balm and I'll like extend it out, and then I'll like wrap my lips around it, and then it just goes sideways. I don't eat it naturally. I don't eat it, but it's fucked. But I feel like it's a lot more efficient. No, that's because I always used it like normally, right? But then the top of it goes flat. So then I thought, what if I like just wrap my lips around it and then it just goes side to side? So I tried it. I feel like it gets a little bit more coverage than a flat version. So that's something you can do. Alternatively, you could probably get a lip brush, and you can just use a sweeping motion. You could probably use the cotton swabs for your ears. I don't use this, so not much to say there. And last but not least, also don't use this, just this thing called setting spray. And that's just supposed to make your makeup like last longer throughout the day. You know there's like waterproof makeup for when you're swimming? So, what is lip balm? Oh, I don't know, I never tasted it. It smells nice though. So the setting spray is there. Yeah, there's one for rain. There's even one for swimming. It seems a little excessive. Yeah, but some people wanna feel pretty at all occasions. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the makeup stuff. You're a very pretty novelite with your one eyeliner and your smudged up lipstick. And now, here you go. It's time for you to kiss that bookworm. Go. Mwah! That's right, you're the prettiest novelite. Now I wonder, novelite, now that you know some makeup stuff and will probably never use it. Oh, you're a little too much there. Let's see, where are you, novelite? Let me remove this. We can give you a makeover now. That's right, you novelite. It's you. So what we could do, this is something I just came up with at this instant right now. Just letting you know. Let me go ahead and prepare my thing. Yeah, this is you. Let me prepare my utilities. Don't. There. Oh, where should I put this? Let's see. Again, I'm preparing this instant. It was an idea just now. Okay, so my idea is I do not that one. Yeah. So you're gonna see this. Oh, this was used for something else? Oh, but now you don't know the song. It's okay, it's a sacrifice you gotta make. Boop. Boop. There you go. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. You'll understand what I mean soon. Okay. Got a giant green thing there. Now you remove that. Do this. Okay. So let us do... You know what's kind of difficult? Now that I think about it. You're already like it's kind of hard to see eyelashes on you. I have to do guesswork on where your body is. There you go. I'm giving you some eyelashes. Look at you, look at you. And then we can give you a little bit of blush. Let's see, maybe like a red blush. I think a red blush would look really good on you. Maybe a little bit more. Actually, having a blur doesn't work well on you. Ooh, look at that. There. Pretty. Little lopsided, and now we can give you a little lipstick. How about here? Does that look good? No, maybe I'll redo it. Gotta make you the prettiest novelette ever. Does that look like it? There you go, look at you! You're pretty, aren't you? There you go, novelette. You're all perfect now. Oh, we could actually add more things. I'm just kinda curious. Oh, it doesn't do this color well. How about you do this color then? Actually, how about we do this one? There you go! You're gonna get all the boys and girls now. Look at you, the prettiest novelette ever. Looks painfully good. Alright, so that's it for my PowerPoint on makeup. Hope you liked it. This thing looks so I gotta go clean this face now. You're sinfully pretty. Sinfully the most beautiful novelette ever. Oh, okay. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Payday. It's just a chill session. For novel nights, you may join my lobby, and I will try to do some stealth missions. Keyword on try, but I don't mind if you go like just crazy. Although I would like appreciate some attempts on stealth. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And now I hope that you can get all the makeup you want for your pretty doll-like face. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, Shiori!